That was a great parade. It really was. That was a great Christmas lighting tree thing, whatever that was, on the CW, and hosted by the great Montel Williams. You know, the father of my crush, Winter Grace Williams. And it was on the CW. And you know Montel from his talk show that he did on UPN, so that basically makes him part of the family for the CW, even though his show didn't make it to the CW. His show, he still is, a UPN star. Just like, remember Ricky Lake had a talk show? And, you know, Brookwell, McNamara, and 20th Century Fox gave it to the CW instead of Fox, because even though it was piloted to be on at 11 a.m. after Wendy, that's not how it worked out. Well, at least not here in New York. It was on the CW at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock after Judge Mathis. And then I think it was Steve Wilkos at 4. I think either Maury or Steve at 4 o'clock. No, it was Maury at 4 o'clock at the time. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember. Bill at 1. Mathis at 2. Ricky Lake at 3. Maury at 4. And then the news at 5. So, they could have hired Maury to do it, but he moved to My Network TV, which is a subsidiary of Fox. So, I'm sure Mr. Jerry would be happy to fly out to LA to do this thing. You see him on the CW doing Judge Jerry Springer. He'd be happy to host. But they picked Montel. And there's nothing wrong with it. His show was just dull, and that's why show ended 15 years ago, right when the CW made the air. That's when Paramount Television just pulled the plug. CBS Paramount Distribution, CBS Television Distribution, whatever that is, Viacom, they just pulled the plug on this show, like 2006. And it was kind of boring compared to Tyra, Maury, Judge Mathis. The selection on the WB for the daytime shows were more fun. And they couldn't, and Montel, which was UPN, couldn't keep up with that. And I was a little disappointed that, let's not talk about that. The Nanny, Steve Harvey, My Wife and Kids. What else made it from 9 to 11? The Drew Carey Show, they made it from UPN 9 to the CW. I think Cosby Show moved from UPN 9 to Pix 11 in 2006. Right. It did. Yeah. Cosby Show moved to this from UPN to the CW. So I was just disappointed that, I was expecting that the Parkers would, move to the CW. I mean, reruns. I know these sitcoms are just reruns. Nah, they didn't make it. And I was hoping that the Hughleys would go to the CW as well. The Hughleys, but they had his 4 years reran. Don't worry, Grandma. I will. I'm just gonna wrap the video up and do the dishes and just go on to bed. So yeah. That was a good parade. I always watch the Christmas parade in the CW because Montel. Alright, I'm going to bed. After the dishes. Of course. Alright, Cooper. You want to say something? I guess he said hello. Alright. Good night, Grandma. Y'all have a great night too. Alright, going to bed. Yeah, but like I was really expecting the Hughleys to go to the CW because it was on the reruns were on a decent slot. 2:30 after the Cosby Show, which made to the CW. Hughleys did not. Neither did the Parkers, which were at 3 at the time. But the Nanny made it. I think Mad About You made it to CW 11. I don't know. But the Christmas parade did not disappoint. Thank you, Montel. And good night, everyone.